Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Secure, and this is, well, the second round of matches from Newbee Rumble Season 5. And today we have 4 matches, and these are going to be the builds from the 4 matches. I crammed all of them into one video, or else a three matches a video is not going to cut it at this point, this rate. So our first match, if I remember, is going to be the Scorpion over here, and the Scorpion by the Scorpion's ship. My god, words are hard. The Scorpion ship, which is called the Derpy Boat, against the Egg ship, which is the Tumble Homed. Then our next match is going to be this ship, which used to be an aircraft. It is by Lord George, his airship, and it's going to be going against the Frigate Wolf by Little Bill. Next we have over here, we have a ship by the Blinding Lights by Joshi, mainly a laser ship that's going to be fighting against Big Scary Man's the Beast MK3. And finally, we're going to have the Fod's Juggernaut by the Fod against the Prosecutor by Sir. These are going to be our 4 matches for the day, and yeah, they're going to be definitely very interesting. Once again, kind of grouped by type. Not really this time, but yeah. Anyways, let's get on to the matches. Okay, so here for match number 1, we're gonna have 2 very different vehicles, like extremely different. The first one is gonna be equipped with lambs as defense. Its main attack components are gonna be this particle cannons with these 4 big torpedoes, and it also has smoke defenses, but this won't be important in this match. So this is gonna be its main armament. The Excellence Eggs craft, this one's main components is going to be these missiles, so a bunch of missiles over here, some thumpers, some actually guided. Other ones over here are going to be these large missiles, and a couple of more missiles on turrets, and also a bunch of interceptors up here, which won't be important. They might be able to snipe some of these torpedoes if they actually aim downwards, depending on the type. Well, actually be able to do this. Anyways, this is going to be an interesting match, and let's get on to it. Okay, so this is the first match of this video between Tumbled Home Corvette by Egg, the Excellent Egg, and the Derpy Boat by Scorpion. Both of them starting about with the same amount of materials, not consumed by the things, and all that stuff. So yeah, let's get this battle started. On this side, nothing seems to be happening too much. Main weapon seems to be this particle cannon here, shooting a little bit of a missile torpedoes. Wondering if those are interceptors or if they're actually meant for attack. On the other side, also shooting interceptors. This is a missile craft, okay? So most likely was interceptors. The Excellent Egg has taken some damage, but only superficial damage. As you can see, there was some wood over there. More missiles coming in. It seems to not have reached the Derpy Boat yet. The Derpy Boat is still at 100%, as is the Corvette. Both of them going through materials pretty slowly, surprisingly enough. The Corvette going a little bit, well, the Tumble Homed going a little bit quicker than the materials. Oh, a particle cannon shot. Only 0.4% lost. A huge hit in the middle here. Doesn't seem to cause any real damage, only being armored. But yeah, still, the match has a long way to go. Both ships still on 100%. Once again, the Tumbled Home has a little bit less materials. Yeah, the missile boat has less materials. For now, once again, getting shot a little bit here. It seems to be also repaired very quickly. Well, maybe a lot of, yeah, repairs very quickly. So maybe like 6 repair bots on this boat at least. The Derpy Boat taking its first share of damage. A couple of hit right there. Very superficial though. Seems to be a very big explosion. There's big torpedoes here. I haven't seen them hit so far. Oh, some torpedoes heading towards one hitting. They didn't do any damage though whatsoever, which is interesting, I guess. So I'm guessing that what does most of the damage down here are the torpedoes, not the actual particle cannon shot. Just did. More torpedoes coming in. I haven't seen those actual torpedoes shoot them. Once again, they didn't do any actual damage. Okay, big torpedo coming in, being shot by most of the interceptors. That might be why we haven't seen too much of the torpedoes, because they keep being shot at by interceptors. This one might actually land a blow, and the second one too. Don't know how I missed that. Okay, so a pretty decent hole by the two torpedoes. Blocked, but it hasn't reached the uplift panel though, sadly. Wow, words are hard, man. Okay. One more torpedo coming in. Wonder what the thrust on this is, because it's pretty fast for a torpedo. Huh, scratch that, those are going way faster. Wait, are those gonna hit? Okay, they're starting to hit, and the dirt people is actually starting to take a lot of damage. That seems like, that's some ducks. Where did it take a lot of damage? In the middle here? It's only 92% health. I mean, it's taking some pretty major damage actually. That's almost 10% health gone. Particle cannon is gone officially. The AI is still in there. A lot of the top section it has been destroyed, and it's starting to be rammed by the missiles. I wonder what's in the missiles. Torpedoes, sorry. But on the other side, the excellent eggs craft is also being torn apart here. We're actually seeing the first dent in the second layer. Might still be repaired though. Although, even though the excellent egg does technically have more health at this moment, it has a lot less materials compared to the Newbee boat. So I'm very curious what's gonna happen. The whole entire front half is being ripped off right now, and also the main damage dealer, which are gonna be these torpedoes right now, have been knocked out. So I'm thinking this might actually be a victory, even though it has less materials at the moment. I don't think those 12,000 materials are going to cause such a big difference at this point in time, because that boat has gotten a lot of damage done to it. And also repairing these weapons, well, basically all of these weapons, going to cost a lot, because it's either a particle cannon or a large missile, which those components cost a hand and a whole hand to build back. Another huge shot coming into the side. And getting some damage, but no major damage left to be done, I guess. All their shields have been destroyed. Sorry for that notification, by the way. Yeah, I don't think the dirt boat's gonna be. It's just shooting again, even though it has 12,000 materials. Like, it's being broken in the middle, so there's multiple parts being replaced on each side. So I think for this one, the excellent egg ship is gonna be winning. It had a little bit of difficulties with initially with the torpedoes, but at one point I think when it came closer to the derpy boat, the derpy boat couldn't counter the missiles anymore, or maybe with the LAM system lost too much of an energy and couldn't actually start sniping the missiles like it used to. But yeah, right now the derpy boat is not looking to be in such a good position. Ouch, that hurts. That's the AI. I don't think the mainframe's gone over, but mainframe is still a chat, so there's still a little bit of life left to this vehicle. Once again, the mainframe is still there, I believe. It's like the only living block in this entire area. All the others have been taken out. The derpy boat is now starting to sink. The tumbled Corvette adds 0 materials and 100%. So at this point, all we gotta do is wait for this guy, but it is 80% and sinking. So even though the tumbled the excellent egg ship doesn't have any materials, this one will be despawning because it's under 80%, and yeah. So the first match does go to the tumble-homed Corvette, and we will be going into the next one. Okay, round 2 of this matchup. Particle cannon just shot, only 0.1% damage, which means nothing important got destroyed, and plus it already repaired. The missiles from the tumbled-homed Corvette has been shot. Is any of them going to reach? No, I think the LAM system is still on point at the beginning of the game, so none will do major damage. On the other side, though, it got hit by one particle cannon shot, which needs to do a lot more damage here. This is a huge amount of damage. Also, the torpedoes should be coming in soon. I don't know if they already got sniped, though. Some torpedoes coming in from the tumble-homed. Will they be able to hit? The huge torpedoes also going, so we're going to go, large torpedoes, sorry. We're going to go look at those, making their way through. Some of them are kind of losing speed. I don't know if I don't know why. Well, 2 of them hitting, causing minor damage actually. Surprising for large torpedoes. I think they're not long enough to be causing major damage. That might be a design flaw. Okay, one first hit to the derpy boat being hit right here, not taking anything important out, I believe. Right now, both ships are virtually still at 100%. Virtually, I mean. Well, the tumble home once again got hit with some pretty major damage. Let's go see. Once again, over here, didn't really pass through the fleet panel still. So this armor scheme is really efficient. So it's 1 layer of metal, 1 wood, space, fleet panels, and then stone. It's doing pretty well for itself. Plus, it's probably not that expensive. I do believe one of these 2 ships is under cost also. Yeah, so the excellent egg ship is actually only 124,000, which is almost a fifth of the entire budget gone. So that's pretty good. Sadly, I think he would have hoped that the extra cost would have went into the missile, so extra materials, but sadly it does not. The excellent egg once again, initially going under in terms of health for the match. So I think I was too close for mine. And there is a little bit of holes, but this thing repairs very, very, very quickly, and so it is back to being fine. The particle cannon though still standing, and I think the 2 missiles, the 2 4 large missiles are still standing too. I like that little noise right there. Okay, so 2 of the large torpedoes are hitting, a 3rd one right into the other one's hit, where the other one hit. A little bit of a heavy armor there. That's definitely going to be tanking the shots. Wonder how much that cost though. Missiles going straight over. Don't know if they have guidance or not. I don't remember this one having any decoys. The lamp system going a little crazy. Being hit by a bunch of torpedoes right now. One of the 2 actually of the large torpedoes being damaged, so that means that those ones won't be shooting again until they are repaired anyways. I don't know if the particle cannon, I haven't seen it shoot in a little while here. I don't know if it only shoots at the beginning of the game. It might be energy and resource thing. Tumble home actually this time being very low on resources and haven't actually done any major damage to the derpy boat. So outcome might be very different this time around. Might have to get a 3rd game. A lot of damage all around the boat right now. Still haven't really actually passed the fleet panel section with the armor. I'm seeing red here, so I'm guessing this is actually deactivated. The torpedoes also completely deactivated, I believe. Not too sure about that. But it will probably be very soon because it is taking a lot of damage. 1 torpedo is still alive apparently, coming in and hitting the side. Actually hitting some of the roll thrusters, well not thruster, propellers, which might affect its buoyancy or roll capabilities. Another torpedo heading towards the derpy boat, hitting straight in the middle. The particle cannon thing is completely separated for all of its components, so that definitely won't be firing. Oh, it's actually gone now. Double home back to almost 100%. It's only having 1,000 materials left, and its enemy only at 93%. Well, still having all 93% of its health left. I think somebody just got hit like really badly. We got some damage over here, but nothing really bad seems. Because I dropped it. Normally that's fine. Oh, a little side hit here. Another side hit. If it could bust open a couple of air gaps, that could make the other boat sink once again. But with only 400 materials left, I doubt it's going to be able to do the damage necessary to, where are they going? To make this boat actually sink and lose at least 12% left. With only a couple hundred, yeah, no. The excellent egg is now out of materials. It probably won't be shooting after this little volley. And yeah, so I guess this is just a stalemate. For now, this one might have the chance to be able to repair. With its little, so we have about 4 minutes to wait to see if this one, while repairing, is going to be able to do enough damage. And I am seeing this possibility coming here because The torpedoes are still going to be coming in, and the Thunderbolt Corvette does not have anything to actually well, repair itself anymore. So it's just going to be taking up the damage. It's actually still moving. Maybe some batteries or something. Oh, was it able to salvage something from him being shot? I don't know. But yeah, some damage over here. This boat might still be able to shoot a couple more, because I think this one is still full. So yeah, as we're going to see this one moving through in just a couple of seconds. It still has a lot of damage to do though. And hitting the front like that, I don't think it's going to help that much. For sure it's going to do damage, but maybe there's a lot of the very weak blocks, so that might do the trick. That's a lot of damage. Okay, so just a couple more shots like that, and the Tumble Corvette will go under the Derpy boat by the Scorpion, giving it the victory, I believe. I'm not sure. Let's do this in 3 minutes though, so the counter might actually take it up. That's another huge hit, so it is now at 44%, 94%, sorry. Maybe 1 or 2 more hits like that, and it will go under. I'm not sure if this one has time to reload and send enough missiles though. Also, does it have repair bots? I am not too sure about that one. This doesn't seem to be repairing at all. It's at 91.4. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. I'm curious if it actually does repair or not. I don't think its engine's working either. Very curious. Okay, so another huge hit, even hitting some of the plate panels. It is now at 92.7%. So 1 or 2 more hits like that, and the match can be over. While saying that, I'm kind of curious how the engine is going, because it's not moving. Engine looks fine, next to the lamp system, which just seems to be mostly storage, so that's probably why it goes decently well at the beginning of the game, but then starts doing pretty badly. Okay, so 1 more hit, and the Tumble Home will have less health than the Derpy Bolt, and we'll be able to call it there. 1 minute left though, and I'm pretty confident it's gonna be able to send another missile. How's the interior of this boat doing? So a lot of empty space with some missiles everywhere, and some batteries. 1 hit in the front, it brings it down to 90.4, and it has officially less health than this one. So this is going to be it for this match. Let's get on to the final round of these two and see who won seals the deal. The match has started, both on 100%. Missiles going everywhere like normally by the Thumble Home. Maybe if it could get more of its missile actually shooting at the enemy, could do better. This time they actually starting to seem okay, but they're once again going under the sea. And yeah. The excellent once again taking a little bit of damage. We're getting a couple of torpedoes that are coming in, and plus the particle cannon shot, I believe, or maybe that was Lamb's. I'm thinking that's Lamb. That was particle cannon shot. I think it missed. Pretty sure it missed. Maybe 1 block. Maybe 2 block. Okay, so 1 big hit. Oh, the other one being stopped directly by these interceptors. So that was a 0.5%. Let's see what damage it did. Reached a little bit of the F-fleet, but once again, didn't go all the way through it. The other side over here, Scorpion's ship is still doing more. Doing some weird noises apparently, but it's still fine. Once again though, the Tumble Hole having received a lot of damage and being mostly missile is pretty resource inefficient. Not ineffective. I kind of like how the look of this one. Oh, big missiles coming in. Torpedoes. One big torpedo here. I don't know what it was doing. Kind of just gave up. Maybe it doesn't have enough fuel for this range. I don't know. Might only have, basically might not have enough fuel for the distance it needs to cross, which it would definitely help. The Scorpion already on 99% health, so having it actually received weirdly enough a lot of damage, And I still don't know if it repairs, so I'm going to see and try and keep a look at the percentage to see if it ever goes back up. Torpedo almost making it. One of them hitting front, doing a little bit of damage. Once again, that's just going to be repaired very quickly by the repair bots, as you can see. The derpy boat getting hit a little bit everywhere. Definitely dropping its health, but still trying to launch its torpedo into its fair share of damage to the enemy once again. Let's see if they actually end up hitting. The missile interceptor is definitely doing their work there. The missile just got a really big nerf exactly when the tournament started, so that's definitely going to affect the craft such as the Stumbleholm and actually the derpy boat here too, with its torpedoes. Once again, a lot of missiles missing. I haven't seen too many of its main missiles fire. I kind of want to seek out the volley, so let's follow this guy. Yeah, no, it's really not going the right direction. A lot of its missiles, I think, are just not firing in the right direction, or being lost a little bit everywhere. So, for example, next time this guy fires, let's follow this again. This one does end up going towards it, but they're just lobbing over. Okay, the Scorpion, the derpy boat, is taking a lot of damage. Particle cannon gone. I believe the torpedoes are also disabled. Maybe not this one, but because of the marks here, I'm actually believing these are disabled. So it's not able to fire anymore. Also, Tumbleholm still have 6,000 materials, which is way better than last time, so it might be able to sink it before the other one had time to repair it back. But that's very curious. One of the problem is missiles aren't the most material efficient thing in the world, and also what I say, it has a lot of repair bots, so its armor kind of disintegrates very quickly and it needs to repair. I guess it's wood, so it's not that bad, but one of the main problems with this boat is probably going to be the missiles being completely wasted here and going the opposite way. So maybe you want to try adding one turn or something, and then a detector, signal processors, stuff like that, because your missiles are not seeming to be going in the right direction, which is definitely going to be wasting most of the materials on your craft, which is its main problem right now. On the other side here, the derpy boat, honestly having a bad matchup and probably a lab system that needs a little bit of an upgrade. Except for that, solid boat. Maybe more defensive against missile would these are going everywhere. I'm not even sure the people even shooting missiles anymore, and this guy's still shooting interceptors. Huh. A little bit of damage being taken by the derpy boat. It is now on 90% health. Once again, the Tumbleholm only has about 1,000 materials remaining, which means it's not going to be able to sink the other ship. Once again, this ship is not in position right now to actually repair out. The other time it was, but this time I really doubt it will be able to. So we're gonna see how this turns out. I might have to do a time lapse at the end, because well, this might just actually be a waiting game to see if this guy has any chance. So I guess if it all repairs one torpedo and then starts shooting for that one, and really doesn't waste any time. Once this guy runs out of material, as you just did, it could have a possibility of winning. Except as it doesn't have repair bots, so we're gonna wait a little bit here to see if it does have repair bots, because it doesn't, the match is over. So actually, I'm just gonna press F11 here and inspect very quickly this graph, see if it does have repair bots, because I haven't seen it repair a single time. No idea what's in this compartment. I move very quickly here. So that's an AI. Ring shields, an engine. Some APS. What's an APS on this ship though? More engines. A lot of empty space. So I don't see a repair bot. I'm going to give it 1 or 2 seconds to try and it repair itself by at least 0.1%. Shouldn't be that long with a couple of repair bots. But yeah, I don't believe this is going to work. Also, where is the APS on this thing? That's my question, because I saw like the APS thing, but I haven't seen any APS on this craft anywhere. What's in here? Is that like a little chimney? That is. Very cute chimney, by the way. Yeah, I don't see any use for that shell that we saw earlier. Okay, I'm not seeing any repairs, so I'm going to call it here. The Thumble Home wins with its 2 match, even though it's not moving anymore. Has caused more damage to the Scorpion than the Scorpion has dealt to itself. And also, the Scorpion does not seem to be healing whatsoever. And at this rate, in 2 minutes, it's not going to heal at all. And I'm going to be able to shoot, so there's no way that he's actually going to win this. So this match is over. I'm giving it to Tumble Home. Tumble Home, you will be, well, actually the excellent egg. You're going to be able to move to the winner's bracket onto the next round. And the repeat boat by Scorpion, you're going to be moving to the losers bracket. And fighting your opponents over there. You do have a couple of matches remaining for sure. And yeah, good luck to both. And let's see you in your next matches. Next up, we have another match. The next match will be between Lil Debil's Wolf Frigate over here. Main weapon will be this big cram with it has some smoke defenses. Secondary weapons, I'm guessing, is going to be these simple weapon casemates, and I believe they are armed with armor piercing rounds. And it does have missile interceptors over here. Not too important because this one's only laser. And I think it has a couple missiles over here and some torpedoes over there. On the other side though, this big craft over here is laser craft, mainly armed with this big laser, also heavy armor protected, with lots of big engines and also a lamp system for its defense. So very interesting mass. Let's see if the lamp system is going to be able to keep up with the attack by Lil Debil, and if its smoke is going to be able to keep up with the lasers. Okay, so next up, the Slav by George and the Frigate Clash Wolf by Lil Debil. So let's get this started. Apparently, George has a huge laser here, which seems to be dealing a whole lot of damage to the wolf, and the lamp system completely taking care of those 2 cram shells. Missiles, interceptors? Not sure what those are. Anyways, not reaching the target. That seemed like a sonar. Over here, missiles, torpedoes, and once again, not reaching target. Causes damage over here. Seems to have a lot of smoke, so it is handling damage quite well, but it's still losing a couple of parts over here. Lost one of its turrets, apparently 2 of its turrets, and is now being damage dealt to the super ship. Probably gonna take out the connection over here. Crab's coming in. We'll be rerouting that laser energy to blocking them. Oh, didn't happen. Took it straight to the face, but only minor damages, I believe. I haven't seen any minor damage. This is quite a large ship. It probably has a lot of armor. Or just a very, very big lamp system. Just laser system. I think it's playing both games here. Oh, shells coming in. It's gonna not stop by the lamp system. I don't know what it's doing. The Frigate Craft Wolf somehow has more than maximum amount of resources in salvaging itself. Yeah, that's the thing. The ship by George has been already dropped 1.2%, but only in minor damages here. Yeah, it's still doing very fine. I wonder what that is. Looks cool. Oh, it has one of those things on top. Okay, so it's like spreading it around. Cram shot coming in. Wondering if it's actually going to do damage, or is the lamp system going to stop it this time? Going over and actually missing, so that doesn't really matter. And that lamp system did take care of it actually. Once again, just taking a couple blocks away at a time. Not worrying too much about I guess dealing major damage, just a couple blocks at a time. Not one major shot. Once again, the crown missing. more laser fire towards the frigate class Wolf by the Slav, modified Slav. I believe this used to be an actual airship, which got converted into a ship. Also, it is not the same on both sides. Oh, yeah, that getting hit, that's gonna take a lot of percentage off for some reason. But yeah, so this side seems more exciting than this side. I'm still very confused with that. So over here we have the frigate class Wolf by Little Bill getting hit a little bit everywhere, losing blocks like crazy. Detection pretty much gone. That would explain why this guy keeps missing. It does have a detection on top of itself, so probably won't miss that much. That explains why it's not missing by that much, but it is still missing. Some of the casemates, I think, shooting through their own superstructure. Don't know if they have the they just have the area to shoot now because half the superstructure is gone. I believe this draft did have torpedoes, so I wonder what's happening with those. They're gonna be coming in here, aiming at the Slav. We're gonna follow them until they hit. Apparently they are not really guided, are they? They're just gonna be sailing out in the distance, going somewhere and nowhere at the same time. Same with these things. Oh, okay. These missiles seem to be having trouble. Okay, crown cannon shot, barely missing, sadly. Okay, so the frigate's class Wolf has almost dropped 20% now. Just being dealt damage slowly but surely by the George Slav modified. Huge hole now, where the crown cannon used to be. The frigate class Wolf now also turning around. Missiles coming in. Are they gonna hit? They seem to always be going in the water. Maybe at one turn a little bit too aggressive or something like that. Oh, rerouting immediately to the enemy. Getting a couple hits in. Only 2 blocks though. Falling over. Still, the Slav did drop about 4% in this match so far. Okay, the frigate class Wolf now dropped to 70 something percent, 76. Being dealt a lot of damage by this laser system. Still having very high materials because it's been salvaging itself apparently. But yeah. The laser system just doing a little bit of damage at a time, hoping to one day get the kill. Sorry, I was occupied. Huh. Yeah, this ship is not going well. I'm thinking the victory here. I think I'm going to end it here because there is almost no way that this vehicle can come back from here. These missiles are not doing anything. They're coming in, missing. I'm still going to give the chance to the frigate class Wolf here. There's 2 minutes 47 remaining. Miracles can happen, but as you can see, it's not actually dealing like a whole load of damage, even when it does hit, which is pretty rare. This ship is going surprisingly slow. I thought it actually went pretty fast, but it's going at a normal speed. We're being hit directly by a couple missiles. Okay, this is getting interesting. I wonder what the damage is on here. A couple things. Something actually getting showed here. We're actually seeing the steam engine and some other engine parts over here. Some fuel and some steam engine being exposed. And that laser is going to get less powerful if things like this continue happening. As you can see, it's also shooting a whole lot less. So that's why I believe it's happening. It's running out of engine juice. Oh, shooting a little bit faster once again. Frigate class Wolf though, so far down in terms of health. I don't know if it can come back in the remaining 2 minutes and 40 something seconds. And most of it is actually gone. I'm surprised those missiles are basically in the back. The only reason that they're surviving. Their armor is also gone. I guess they're just being very lucky that the laser hasn't targeted them. all the defensive turrets are not gone. This wasn't a good matchup for the free class wolf. It had mostly defense against missiles and crime cannons, but sadly didn't get any of those two. And dropping a little bit more once again. Very exposed components. If the free class wolf had back to beginning and it could shoot consistently at target, I think this game would be over in the other side's favor. But at the moment, the free class wolf is not able to shoot that much, and the ship by George is just constantly putting out just the right amount of damage to sufficiently, well, damage the little debil's craft, so it can't actually repair fast enough. I don't even know if that repair butts. Pretty sure it does though. This is a very damaged craft. It's only on 65% now. Casemates actually, well, I don't know what their name is, but if I remember correctly, it's Casemates. Simple weapons doing their little bit of damage one block at a time, I'm guessing. Thinking those are kinetics too. Okay, so I think those are torpedoes. Torpedoes heading in with the missiles, both of them having no idea where they're going apparently. Missiles often just reroute at the last second though with this craft. Really not doing that this time, actually doing it. I didn't see that. Or is that just... Wait, what is that? Oh, that's the steam engine going crazy. Okay. Yeah, so this is definitely damaged. It's even the Slav by George is having trouble right now, having one of its sides completely destroyed basically. But not as much as the frigate class wolf by the Libil. We're actually reaching the 10 minutes this time, surprisingly enough. Missiles going kind of towards the enemy. They might reroute at the last second like they always do. Nope, completely missing. And I think the 20-second timer is going to give us the favor towards the George by Slav. Only a couple of seconds remaining. Both of these ships still having a lot of materials. I don't know if their repair bots are working though, or if they even have any. Oh, time is out. Okay, so the Slav by George definitely takes this one. Let's go on to their next match. Where are the ships? Specified 11. Oh, they're there. Okay, so round 2 here, getting shot by lasers once again. Crime cannons coming in. Both of them being shot out by the lambs, working this time apparently. Blogs being shot off by, I don't know what. Probably some missiles from the Libil. Okay, missiles looking like they're heading in the right direction this time. Heading towards the enemy. Once again, hitting the water. Are they going to reroute towards the enemy though? These ones, once again, in the water. Don't know. Torpedoes missing their target. So once again, the frigate class wolf seems to be having trouble dealing damage. Only a scram shot are getting through. Lambs having trouble once again for the ship. A lot more damage has been done initially, I believe, by the frigate. By the George Slav. Once again, caravan firing. All the arsenal firing apparently. Lots of blocks missing, taking care of a lot of the little turrets that this ship has. Very similar to a lot of other designs that we've seen so far. Is that cannon gonna hit? It's gonna hit almost right in the middle of the superstructure, dealing some damage. About a 2% difference between the two at the moment, and keeping that for now. Over here, once again, very consistent, a little bit of damage being done constantly to the frigate class wolf. But as I said, these turrets are not meant to be taking care of lasers. This ship was probably not made for this matchup. The Slav though still taking some damage from that crown cannon, being very nasty to Slav, which seems to have a lot of lamb trouble. wonder how the laser inside is built. I'm just trying to take a peek here. Come over here. Let me look at the lamps. No. Come on. Now don't turn too much. And we'll be fine. So don't turn too much. Yeah, very big, very big system. It's over there. Frigate class Wolf here at 90.8%. The main cram turret is once again being targeted. I think it's going to blow up like it did last time. Not yet though. Apparently the laser decided to switch target to a little bit more up front. Where the smoke is. Is that not in the center? It's not in the center. Or it might be the other side. Once again, torpedoes and missiles, not knowing where the enemy ship is. I wonder what the frontal thing on this are. This looks like infrared. Not sure about that though. Don't quote me on that. And these seem to not be. Depends how low this is. Yeah, this definitely has enough so that sonar can detect it. The frigate class Wolf officially dropping below the 90%. Not seem to have any buoyancy problem. Maybe a little bit of roll problem, so except that buoyancy is fine. So won't be rolling over or drowning anytime soon. Crown cannon shot. I haven't seen where they've gone, but I think the crown cannons are mostly disabled at this point. Also, you can do a lot of their components probably inside by the lasers. If we check here. Wing shot, yeah, anti-shells. The crown cannon is no longer working. The casemates are simple weapons, still trying to do their very best to help deal damage to the other craft. They might be the ones actually taking a little bit of a damage off here while once the crown is actually gone. Oh, some missiles taking care of that. Once again, I think that's exposed the fuel engine. I don't think there's enough armor in this section. Very slow matchup. We've already 5 minutes in. Once again, I doubt there's gonna be a third game because this seems like a pretty sealed team by the Slav. Oh, words are hard today. Okay. Frigate class Wolf once again consuming less materials than its opponent. But honestly, that laser is running on not that many materials, which is which is surprising me a lot, honestly. Oh, the Bills craft seems to be having a little bit of damage, so let's go see how it's doing all the way over there. Well, it's kind of acting like a dolphin, coming in and out of the water. Except for that, it seems very damaged. Not doing too fine. Oh, notification apparently. Okay, it is now under 80%. We haven't seen this ship actually sink the last time, so I really doubt it will. This armor scheme seems to be doing the job. Never has hit any of the internals components yet. I feel like a lot of them have been wasting up here, making it do a lot less damage than potentially could, and also the missiles aren't hitting. But except that, the armor scheme of this ship seems to be to the point, and no major damage to the internals being done ever, except for this turret over here, probably missing some armor. Probably. Over here though, on the Slav, armor seems to be a little less good. I like the idea here, but the fuel engine seems to be very exposed. A couple of good shots right here is gonna take it out. I like how you can just see a little bit by a little bit frigate class wolf being destroyed in the top right. There's a percentage. Very, very slow but steady approach of doing damage. Smoke is definitely helping it though. Missile seems to be extreme damage. That's a lot of missile interceptors, like a load of them. This bow is gonna be it's gonna give a really hard time to the egg if it would be the same selection, but it's actually not. It would be against the. Oh, I don't know actually. This one's against Sunny Lemonade next though. The Wheel of Pain. That's gonna be a very hard match. Yeah, a little bit of constant damage being dealt here to the little bill. Once again, salvaging itself, weirdly enough. I don't know from where though. Lots of very consistent damage here from the Slav. The Frigate Wolf here, sustaining damage, I'm guessing. Absorbing it very well. Like, not a lot of the interiors has been hit. I don't think any interior actually has been hit. So this armor layout is really effective. That's a lot of blocks in just a second though. On 65%. Once again, 1 minute 10 seconds. So this will be a full match just in terms of both ships not doing actually a lot of damage in terms of block count. Laser obviously having trouble reaching the inside components, so making big bluey with the ammo boxes. Just doing a lot of superficial damage and taking care of whatever's on top of the deck. On the other side, Frigate class wolf just having so much trouble just hitting its opponent. It also has LAM system problems. But yeah, only 35 seconds left. This one will once again go to the the Slav, to the George. Very nice craft. Was probably a very awesome airship at one point. Wonder how it's kept upright because there's no holes for to easily blend in thrusters. But yeah, this is gonna be wrapping it up in about 5 seconds. Frigate class wolf once again remaining, but basically dead and not being able to shoot. And yeah, this concludes it. So this will go to George. George will move on to the winners bracket, and Frigate class wolf by a little debility will be going to the losers bracket and fighting a couple of other matches in there. So let's go on to the next match. The next match will be Big Scary Man and Joshi Blinding Lights. Okay, so next we have these two ships. This one is a Blinding Lights by Joshi. Main weapon is going to be the lasers over here. Secondary weapons are going to be these 3 cram cannons, protected by heavy armor and some alloy or metal. I think that's metal. Yeah, these are going to be its main weapons. Don't think it has any defenses. Maybe a LAM system. Somewhere? Huh, I don't see it. Anyways, it's going to be up against this Big Scary Man ship with 2 big railguns, one here, one here. Does have a LAM system, so we'll maybe be able to take care of these cram cannons. Smoke, I'm not too sure about. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, maybe there's some warners here, so it might have smoke. So let's see if the smoke is and the laser system is gonna be able to take out the crams. And let's see if this armor scheme is gonna be able to survive the 2 big railguns. Okay, so now we have the Blinding Lights by Joshi over here. Mainly a laser craft, which a couple of APS helping it, I guess. Right over here. Hasn't asked for broadside, so that's gonna go. And on the other side, we have the Big Scary Man's ship, which is a big scary ship with 2 big APSs. Once again, big and scary. Exactly 150k, which once again, it's big and scary with some heavy armor here, and just a very big craft. I don't know if it has buoyancy problems. Apparently not. So this is gonna be a lot of empty space within this craft. Very similar to the other one that Joshi fought earlier. Let's hope this one does better. Apparently there's a lab system on it, which is definitely gonna help. Is there smoke though? There seems to be a smoke warner, so this also probably will help it. On the other side though, the Blinding Lights. Let's go see how this one's doing. In terms of defense, I'm not seeing too much. Probably some lamp system, munitions, some smoke systems. Lamp system does not seem to be here. Huh. Interesting. Anyways, I guess we're gonna see how the match is gonna go. Let's start. Did I forget to press F9 this entire time though? Okay, so Running Light's immediately going to broadside range and shooting its big APS. On the other side, the big scary man ship apparently getting 2 DQ points. No reason, no idea why. Both of them shooting at the other. Apparently, Binding Light's actually taking a little bit of damage here. More than the big scary man. Seemingly not caring about the laser. But this one does seem to be taking some damage to the side. Straight into the alloy. Nothing important yet, but seems to be reaching into important areas. Very, very fast shells, I'm guessing. Kinetic, 1 thump, maybe 1 armor, 1 piercing. Yeah, just constantly doing a little bit of damage. This side though, the base carrier ship has lost a lot of percentage all of a sudden. No idea why. 2 turrets are still remaining with a little bit of a gap here, but don't know where the 6% of damage has gone. And maybe inside, not sure. It is having trouble floating though. That's definitely something which can be good for those which can't be good for those connect points. Laser once again just aiming straight at the enemy while being shot with sorry, those aren't APS, those are cramp cannons. While being shot by these cramp cannons. Big scary man ship. I think ducks inside. I remember the big himself arguing with John, I think, on terms of armor scheme. I guess it's being tested right now. Some heavy armor ducks. Very, very good. Okay, so 1 turret already disabled. The other one getting hit by the cramp cannon. Apparently not. The blinding lights also seem to be having some buoyancy trouble. Does have also heavy armor. Haven't seen that in a while. Well, actually, I've seen a lot of certain, surprisingly enough. Because it's very, very heavy and costly, but apparently they can make ship difference with them. Okay, so that's gonna be a little bit of damage here. A couple blocks going off. The blinding light now pulling more and more ahead. Just trying to burn its enemy at this point. And if it could get all of these helicopters, it could maybe sink it. That's probably why it's allowed for heavy armor, because that's a huge empty internal space in the middle. Lots of repair bots, and also there's gonna be those helicopter blades keeping it up, right? Which explains why there's no propellers on the bottom, and there's also heavy armor. On the other side though, the blinding lights just doing his damage and slowly repairing them. That's like a very, very little amount of repair bots on this boat, maybe 1 or 2, I'm guessing. Actually taking some damage here. Couple blocks falling. So the beast, but MK3 by the big scary man is doing some damage still. Some smoke from big scary man. I don't know if the laser has done a lot of damage though. Seems like the cram cannon might have done most of it. Responsible for most of the damage being dealt. The big scary man ship seems to be surfacing back up a little. Oh, the front APS trying to target it, but failing. Plane-wise, having trouble maneuvering around. Roll is slightly off, and I think the drag is, well, because it's slow in the water right now, is very painful. For some self-fire, I'm guessing. No, definitely not. Barrel's going over, so yeah, definitely. This turret is still doing some damage. Might be able to hit a critical spot and get the game. It's only seeming to be 1 or 2 lots of damage per shot, so might not. One of the turrets is gone, which is definitely going to be a big game changer because it's actually dropped below 90% health. This one being dropped once again to like 82, so just a couple more damage and be 80%, and is very close to sinking as well, so that might be how it does, I'm guessing. But you can also get a couple of very good shots and get the victory. This is very, very tough, I believe. Oh, 1 shot in the middle though, like straight in the middle, that's gonna hurt. It is now below 80% and it's sinking. I don't know if we're gonna get that message though. Yeah, definitely, it is gone. So the first round does go to the blinding lights, a very down to that match was very tight at the end, but it doesn't win the first round. Let's go see the second one. Okay, so for the second round, first couple of Cram shots coming in. Light normally, Cram just misses. It actually zapped the laser sim system while being all the way over there. The laser doing minimal damage due to the things, I forgot the name, the smoke. On the other side though, the blinding lights are actually being shot. This is looking more in favor into the big man than it did last time. A lot of heavy shots here in the front, probably hitting some of the Cram components. Cram components not having an exterior shell, I think, directly on the turret, which is definitely not helping its armor. Those big scary APS do definitely hurt. I'm having a lot of fun seeing big scary right now. Minimal damage done to the beast. A lot of damage being done to blinding lights right now, actually. This looks like it hurts. Some heavy armor though, still protecting it, making it a lot less likely to get popped. The laser not seeming to do much, honestly. I'm just pointing at him. Like threatening from far. Damage being done right here. Being blocked by the heavy armor big panels. Probably that's why the bow is that high, but those 9x9s are huge. Blinding Light's having a lot of trouble right now. Hasn't dealt as much damage to this craft as last time, so both of his APS are remaining. Those APS seem to do a lot of damage. And to not really care about anything but speed. Huge shot right here. Blinding Light's not seeming to be an advantage this time compared to last time. Front to it, once again, just not facing the enemy, therefore not doing good. I once again got 2 disqualification points, I don't know why. And they're not far away, but they're not too far away. Still doing very good. On the other side, the blinding lights also look very, like it's doing very good. Ground shot being a stop right in the way. What's this one gonna do? Not much better, missing the enemy. Third one coming in. Not the same deal, actually touches. Yeah, it's a couple blocks off, but nothing major. Oh, could have been something important. Would have been interesting. Okay, I guess it's coming back into broadside. That's a lot of Lambos, by the way. Missed that one. Misses once again. Oh, what did he misses? Did a shot. This was probably about the biggest shot this match. Blinding Lights once again being dealt a lot of damage to it by the huge cannon, the big scare man. One gravity cannon connected. 2 of them coming in at the same time. Doubt the Lambs are going to be able to take care of both of them. One of them hitting barely the side, doing a little bit of damage, not that much. Blinding Light having more materials than the other, so we might get slugged on the end here, once again. Oh, that looks like that. The turret is not exposed, which is definitely not helping the Blinding Light's case here. These guns seem not to care about water also. That's like a long wind water and it's not affecting anything. Except that everything seems fine. The protection on this boat seems very interesting. Just a couple of layers. Ooh, Cram shell being shot in the middle of the air. Only has 6,000 materials remaining though, which is not the best. Not ideal, but it is still launching to straight at the Blinding Lights by Joshy. Laser does not seem to be doing anything. Their Parabot's mostly taking care of this guy's armor. seems to be repairing very quickly. The blinding light's still not under 90%. Even though it's being constantly shot at, it's not even trying to hit the shot or anything else. It's just taking it, and it's still not under 90%. But the wall, it's just like most of the things are exposed, and except for this very middle part, everything seems to be completely open. We can see this turret, we can see this one. That's not very good. My lights once again got 1 or 2 repair bots on it, so it's slowly repairing. On the other side, the beast though only at 2,000 materials, while the other one's at 9,000, so it might be able to do the remaining damage it needs. A lot of these matches so far in this tournament has been ended in slug matches, kind of like this, with one almost dead, but not quite, with the materials remaining. Both of the crown shells being shot out of the air. Not sure that one led. I guess we can go take a look. Guessing by the couple of blocks bouncing around, it actually did hit. Ooh, nice shot here. Oh, the beast by MK has officially run out of materials. Apparently this one's also running on batteries because it's still moving. Oh, it is. These are real guns though. I'd probably think a lot of gunpowder because these are ridiculous. They are moving so fast. Big scary man is still being hit by these. Ooh, big hit here. Don't know how many blocks that took. Also, it no longer has the materials to send some smoke. So I'm curious if in these 3 remaining minutes, the blinding lights will be able to do enough damage to win back over the match, as it still has enough resources. Kind of a dirty way to do it, but if it works, I guess. Laser system actually being stable, which is a major thing here. Beast actually starting to drown. Time cannon barely missing because of it. Also, some interceptors that I didn't notice, but aren't very useful in this fight. My lights once again having a lot of roll problems. Oh, a couple of hits once again on the MQ Beast. It is now down to almost the same amount of health as its opponent. I think, I don't want to call it in advance though, but I think the blinding lights will be able to do the remaining damage with its crab cannons, which normally aren't quite useless in these tournaments. Especially at Newbee Rumble, they haven't gotten a good grab so far. But these ones have proven to be very useful, being the main damage dealer, and also racking off disqualification points. I completely forgot about that. It's going under the water too low, and it will be losing for sure due to that, but I could have also lost to the crab cannons, but they're probably going to have a lot of trouble because it's going so low in the water. But yeah, this one's going to lose due to disqualifications points, so the blinding lights by Joshi is definitely taking this round once again, and this ends the 3rd match for today. Once again, blinding lights by Joshi moving to the winners bracket like the Klinken, and the big scary man ship, which I'm having trouble finding, that is somewhere. I'm guessing close to the crab cannon shot, and maybe here. No idea where it is. Well, this ship is going to be going into the losers bracket, probably fighting Lil the Bill ship. I don't know. I don't have the thing next to me. But anyways, we'll be going to the losers bracket to fight another day. Okay, and our final match for the day is going to be between Big Scary Man ship, which has this humongous APS, which if you kind of just take a little look in here, humongous APS with the top exposed though. But yeah, very big APS. Probably shoots very fast. Lots of fuel engines and some interceptors on the side, but not that many. Anyways, this is the Big Scary Man ship. No, not Big Scary Man. This is, sorry, the Prosecutor by Sir. Yeah, so this is Sir's ship. It will be going against the Fod ship, which his name is Juggernaut. Juggernaut has one main railgun, I believe, or maybe just a normal gun. Railgun. It has some small missiles and some interceptors, and they're also laser guided, so no decoy is going to work here. I'm not sure if it has torpedoes, but I guess we're going to see. So this is our final match. So will this one have enough armor. It's a front-sider, so it does have, both of them are front-siders. So they both of them have a lot of armor. So let's see which one can break the other before dying. Okay, so next and final match of the day will be between the Juggernaut by the FOD. No, not the Juggernaut by the FOD. The Prosecutor by Sir, which is a very big, ship with lots of APS and then some smoke, apparently. Against the Juggernaut by Jeff, which is a very, very good looking craft. Over here, I remember it. That one big APS on top and some torpedoes if I remember. Not sure. Anyways, I guess we're gonna see. Let's get the match started. Oh, the Juggernaut going underwater here for a while. Hopefully it's gonna get back up. Bro, that's gonna be something. Okay, back up into a reasonable height. I think we're good. Taking a little bit of damage, but nobody taking massive amounts of damage. It's like there's the biggest rally of missiles I've seen in a while coming in into the Juggernaut. Dealing a lot of damage. Is that a constant fire? No, okay. Dealing only 0.2% of damage. No, actually 2.8% damage to the Juggernaut. Yeah. The Juggernaut though, still sending more missiles. It seems like an infinite volley of them. Seriously, that's a lot of them. Are those small missiles? If they are not, this is completely ridiculous. Dealing a whole lot of damage, and actually it's not even consuming that many materials. This is pretty ridiculous. Okay, the Prosecutor though, sending a bunch of APS shells towards the Jeff Juggernaut. Let's see how the damage is going on this side. Not that much. And also the railgun is probably doing some nasty damage. Oh yes, those are just a whole lot, and I do mean a whole lot of small missiles. This is like a huge volley. Wow, got it. What the hell? That is so many. Okay, I'm just being astonished here by like the 5,000 things. This is definitely has caused some holes here, but it's not actually seeming to impact the Prosecutor by Sir too much. Its major function is just doing percent damage so far. Oh, at one point this is going to start carrying to the important pieces too. But it's just non-stop. One of them doesn't do much, but if we shoot out 50 of them, I'm sure that's going to start doing some damage. Jeff's Juggernaut though, almost taking 6% so far, so let's go see what the damage is over here. There's some of the frontal armor. Both of these are obviously frontal craft. Some of the major damage here is going to be disable railgun. A lot of the armor on the side, which was with the heavy armor, I think it's metal, has been knocked off. The front half is also knocked off. But of the major damage except for the railgun, which is some pretty major damage. But apparently the major damage dealer here is going to be those ridiculous amount of small missiles. But yeah, so those still aren't affected, and the Prosecutor is going to go below 80%. This is a very secure ship. I was going to say it was going to be like bad, which is surprisingly the 1,000 small missiles are doing most of the damage. I think those is one of the two AIs by the Prosecutor. Again, individually not do much, but in a storm like that, that's scary. Oops, that's lag. Like a lot of it. That's more lag. Hasn't happened a lot so far. Oh, that's why it knocked off the entire turret. It now only on 63% health. Whoa, did that not have any other armor than that? Is this turret this big? Wow. Yeah, this match is astonishing me a lot. Sorry for that. A lot of damage being dealt by the swarm. And on this side, only minor-ish damage has been done to the Juggernaut. That's cautious. Very cool looking. So that armor scheme is definitely resisting. I think it's just a whole lot of metal, and that was definitely it would have been a lot way worse if prosecutor didn't have this house. Lots of damage being dealt once again. Still not below 55, so the match continues. A lot of them missing, but apparently my voice in the water, kind of like a Tide fashion. Okay. I do very much like the prosecutor too. I actually tested it again. This one was one of the entries. I tested against a couple ships. Really cool guard. Just apparently I didn't test Juggernaut because I had no idea those that many missiles came in. That's what probably surprised me. Below 55% health though, prosecutor is gonna despawn, and we're gonna try a second round. Maybe the prosecutor can get a couple more vital hits, vital critical hits to the Juggernaut, and win the match that way. Okay, so round 2 of the Juggernaut versus the prosecutor Bicer. Let's see how this one goes. Last time the Juggernaut started launching apparently a ton of missiles, but does start underwater, which is kind of weird. Not too sure if that's against the rules, but it doesn't stay too long, and so I'm guessing that's fine. On the other side though, the prosecutor launching its own a ton of APS here, most likely doing a lot of damage, but sadly enough, the Juggernaut just has a lot of really good armor. It is front sided, so all its armor is concentrated in the front. It probably doesn't have a lot of vital points, so the prosecutor by starts having trouble connecting any significant damage. While on the other side though, the Juggernaut is just pounding with a ton of missiles and just constant volley, honestly. Firstly, for aesthetic reasons, I might have just removed the railgun and just said, forget about it, we're just gonna have a constant volley of just these small missiles, which is kind of funny. I don't know if that would be very effective though. Honestly, they seem to be doing loads of damage here. I like the railgun is even doing something. Anything. Lots of small torpedoes. I don't think they're interceptors, not sure. But those might be doing some damage too. On the other side though, the Juggernaut lost percent already. Having lost whole blocks in the front, some metal. Not too much of the metal on the sides though. There's a lot of damage you can see from very, very dark black blocks. Prosecutor already having lost about 14%. Most of its front cavity has been taken out. And past this, is this directly the air? I think there is, no, that's a shell. Okay, so that's why it stopped firing once the shell was gone. So once this is blown up, obviously, it should stop firing. There's another one in the back. I don't know if there's one in the back. That would be a very good idea. So when this one gets blown up, you're not completely, you don't have your main gun. A lot of shots being shot. Well, the Juggernaut lost a lot of percentage, almost all of a sudden. Clearly went over there for a minute max. And apparently a lot of blocks have been taken out. Nothing major once again. The railgun is still here. I wonder when the railgun shoots it actually does damage. Because I'm mostly just noticing that seems like a fast railgun. Might be doing more damage than that. Once again though, the main turret of the prosecutor just gone. And had as much light as I did last time though. Well, this time it's just boring a straight hole in the front side. Missiles a little bit of lowering open last time, and this graph hasn't turned. It's uncounted, I think. Oh, that's this is what shooting is. It's shooting frag, I believe. No, that's heat. Maybe a mix of both. I don't know if it's process. That would be interesting because it doesn't have single process. Well, it does have laser target movement, so forget about it. Prosecutor by Sir already at 60%, only 5% to go. It's not shooting back either at this point. Probably does have repair bots though, so we're definitely gonna let it try and do its best. Missiles coming in from every direction at this point. So I found my new crafty test against missile holders. Used to be moon holder. Wonder which one's actually better to test against. Job with this volley below 55% health, except they all missed the points. But yeah, this is going to be it for the Prosecutor by Sir. You're going to be going into the losers bracket and then probably fighting matches over there. You still have a chance to coming all the way into the finals, so good luck over there. On the other side, the Jeff's Juggernaut by the Fog is going to be going up against I don't know, the winner of a couple of matches here, so I can't really say anything about that. But we will be continuing into the winners bracket, and yeah, that's about it. So this was the last match for today, and let's go into the finale. Okay, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Overall, if you want to recap and you just skip to the end, I'm going to tell you which one are in play and which one won, which one lost. So over here we have the first match. The Eggs ship did win, and we'll be going to the winners bracket. This one to the losers bracket. Second match over here, this craft did win. It's going to be moving to the winners bracket, and the Frigate Wolf by Lil DeBill will be going to the losers bracket. Over here, the Blinding Lights did successfully beat the big man's boat, and will be going to the winners bracket, and the big man's boat will be going to the losers bracket. Finally, over here, we have the Juggernaut by the FOD, and the Prosecutor by Sir. I keep forgetting. I don't know why. The FOD actually won, so he will be going to winners bracket, and Prosecutor will be going to the losers bracket. If you want more details on this, though, please go watch the rest of the video. Anyways, this is it for today. The next upload will be tomorrow. We're going to be finishing the first rounds for everyone, so everybody's going to have done the first rounds. Yeah, couple of people will have done 2 rounds already. But after that, after tomorrow, we're going to be doing the losers bracket and then moving into the next layer of the brackets. So yeah, see you tomorrow.